truly feels so weird to be getting ready for a pageant. The last time I did this was on my 25th birthday, and I'm now 28. And I honestly thought that would be like the last time I entered a pageant. The first pageant I entered just like to push myself to do something new. The pageant system that I was going through was one that was really focused on building a platform and working with the charity partner and doing a lot of fundraising and advocacy work with that specific charity partner. So I had a really good time. It was a great experience, but I honestly thought I wouldn't continue with pageantry. It was something that I just tried, pushed myself, and I was ready to focus on my PhD after that. And I remember one of the contestants saying to me and my partner at the time that I was too controversial, I think she said, because I was outspoken on my Instagram about different things. I think I had one tattoo when I first started at the preliminary finals, got through like the state finals, and I had a few more tattoos. She said that they were looking for somebody who had the potential to just merge their brand with the particular pageant system and work with their charity partner. And I was very focused on my own work in the social change space with my own social enterprise. I knew that was how it was, and I think that was part of the reason why I thought pageantry wasn't for me. Every pageant system kind of has a different purpose. Like the one I previously entered, the theme was like beauty with a purpose, and it was really about like traditional pageantry, but then working really closely with their charity partner. There are other ones that are like more about, these days, influencer partnerships and things like that. I think back in the day, a little bit more geared towards the traditional modeling industry. But there's lots of different systems. The one I'm entering today is the Miss Tourism system. So it's all about promoting tourism, and I was invited to compete in the national finals, which is today, because of my involvement with the previous pageant. And I just said yes. I signed up, like I applied really last minute. It was literally a week ago. So I haven't had a lot of time to prepare. I haven't received any of the like things from all of the sponsors and things that other girls have already gotten and been posting about online. So I am like a little bit behind. Unlike a lot of girls that enter these pageants, I don't have a pageant coach. I haven't had formal training for my walk or anything like that. I haven't had model training or anything like that. But the reason I'm entering this one is because I want just a little bit more pageantry experience. I want to dip my toes in and test the waters, because what I actually want to do is enter a pageant next year that the system is so much more aligned with who I am, the work I do, and what I want to do. So since finishing or submitting my PhD thesis, I'm really focused on getting my doctoral research out of academia and like into the real world at the grassroots level. And because my research was focused on developing a framework for measuring empowerment, and specifically women's power, across 4 different kind of domains of change and society, I really want to like use that to build open access resources and tools to actually engage with women at the grassroots level, as well as organizations that work directly with women to better empower women. And I now understand that pageantry can be a really great kind of pathway to build my platform, make those connections, collaborate with sponsors and other organizations and brands that are aligned with the work that I want to do. So that's what I want to focus on next year. And in the pageant world, they call that a legacy project. So a legacy project is where you have this project that is like bigger and external to just yourself and your platform. A lot of other pageants, they focus more on building your own platform, which is like your brand, and you become the face of other projects and organizations. Whereas a legacy project, it's your project and you are not only the face of it, but other organizations attach their name to your project as opposed to your name being attached to other organizations. And it's also something that if it's successful and it's something that's designed to run longer term, it can exist beyond you. You can pass it on to someone else. So that's what I really want to do. And I am looking to use Pageantry as one outlet to turn that into a reality, because I'm really struggling to figure out how I can still focus on my research and get my research out there without working in academia. I don't really want to stay in academia. I don't want a job as an academic or whatever, but I still want to be able to focus on my research. So without anybody, like an institution, to fund my research in this project, I need to think of creative ways to do that. So that's where I'm at. That's what my kind of goal is over the next few months. So I have an audition for this pageant that I want to enter next year that seems very aligned with me and my vision and the work that I do. That's what my focus is, but I want to make sure that I am as best prepared for that pageant as I possibly can be, because I feel like I'm fairly confident with the legacy project stuff, but I still need to be prepared to be the face of that project. And it's not something that I am particularly confident in. I'm like a fairly confident person in general, but when it comes to speaking, there's always improvements I could make. And I really want to use today as an opportunity to just dip my toes in and really find what my weaknesses are so that I can work on those and build on those. Certainly not anticipating that I would win, but not anticipating that I would place in like the top 5 or anything like that. Like I said, I haven't formally trained for this. I am a bit of a latecomer, so I haven't done any of the promotional stuff with their brand partners and whatnot. But I still think this is a great opportunity to practice and see where I'm at. I also just think that pageantry in general, like on a personal level, is a really great way for me to build some of those skills that I'm probably lacking if I do want to pursue a career where I might have to be somewhat of a public speaker or the face of my brand and business. When I started my social enterprise, the Humanitarian Changemakers Network, I always set out to make it something bigger than myself, but I've realized that in those early kind of startup stages, and particularly when a lot of the work that we do is running online workshops and trainings, I inevitably am the only person doing that, so I am already the face of it. So I figured it can't hurt to get a little bit more experience, just knowing how to hold myself in a more professional way, how to present and speak publicly. So I'm excited for today. I'm excited to where pursuing pageantry might take me in the near future. But yeah, I'm just doing my makeup now, and then I'm gonna do my hair. I really struggle to curl my hair, and I love like the heatless curlers that you can use, so fingers crossed they work okay. I'm obviously doing my own hair and makeup. I'm not getting it professionally done. I hope my hair holds. That's the one concern I have. I do have extensions from when I was blonde. I actually dyed those to match my natural hair color. I'm hoping that they hold. I used heatless curlers in those and they seem to be holding. I popped a bit of hairspray on them this morning. Anyway, I'll show you like my final look when I'm finished. Okay, I have put my hair extensions in and I feel like they're holding quite well in place. I'm not going to brush them out yet. I'm going to wait until I get there. I have to drive down from Brisbane to the Gold Coast. So I'm not going to brush out my curls yet. I'm just going to leave them in and they will probably drop a little bit. I'm feeling very like toddlers and tiaras with this hair, but this is wild. I don't think I've ever been able to curl my hair so well. Anyway, it is nearly 8 o'clock and I need to get ready to go. So I didn't place, but I had such a great experience, honestly. This was like nothing like I remember the last pageant being. I think because I was just super relaxed. I was just there to have fun and enjoy it. and I really enjoyed myself. I wasn't nervous at all. I got out there, I answered the questions. I really enjoyed the question section. I think that's definitely one of my skills. I feel like I know myself well enough and I know my values well enough that I can pretty much answer any question that is thrown at me in an authentic and confident way. So that's definitely not something that I feel like I need to work on. I think the thing I need to work on is the walking and the posing and probably the smiling too. I felt like I don't really know what I don't know when it comes to that kind of stuff, and talking to the other girls who have pageant coaches and have been doing this for a while and they've gone through half a dozen, 10 different pageant systems. They seem to know how to walk, how to pose, how to do all that stuff. I just embodied my most confident self and went for it, but I feel like those are definitely things I could work on. So I've decided that I am definitely keen to keep going with this other pageant system. I have my audition in 2 days, so that's really exciting. I basically have to answer 7 questions on a Zoom video, and then my responses will get sent to all of the directors of the pageant, and then if I get a yes from every single director, then I will get in. So that's what's next for me. Hopefully that all goes well, because I really do think that this pageant system that I am auditioning for is the perfect pageant system for me and my goals and what I want to do with my platform. Fingers crossed.